Hi, this is Eric at FlexPVC.com, and today we're going to talk about elbows. I'm just going to go through all the different kinds of elbows, all the different types of elbows that we have, just so you can have a visual representation. Okay, we're going to start with our standard 406-015. This is, of course, all these are going to be 1.5 inches, except for a couple that are specialized. We don't have an 1.5 inches. So anyways, all these are going to be 1.5 inches. So the part number I'm going to give you is the prefix and the suffix. The suffix is always going to be -015 because that's 1.5 inches, and if you watch the other video on sizing, you'll understand that. Okay, 406-015. This is a slip by slip 90-degree elbow. Means pipe glues into it. Okay. This is also a 406-015, but there's an F on the end because this is a furniture grade fitting. Again, same pipe, fits it. It's a little tighter in this one. Oh, okay, whatever. Oh, because my pipe's got a little, oh no, anyways. 1.5 inch pipe goes into it. It's furniture grade, which means it's got UV protection from the sunlight. It's not NSF rated, which means you cannot use it for a plumbing project that has to be inspected, but it will flow because it's hollow all the way through on this one. Okay, so that's a 406-015F. All right, now we have a 407. 407 is slip by female pipe thread. 407-015. Okay, then the next one is 408-015. This one's female pipe thread by female pipe thread. Okay, next one, street fitting, also known as a spigot fitting. 409-015. It's slip by spigot. Spigot means it's the same size as pipe. So in other words, this will go into another fitting. That's a 409-015. Now, one of the reasons why you would use this over a standard 90 is that it will save you space. I'll do it this way. If you were to put both of these into a fitting, you can see that the street fitting would be in about 1.5 inches, or excuse me, about 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch deeper. So it'll save you a little bit of space. I'm trying to think of a good way to show it. I hope you can see it from here. Okay. All right, so that's a 409-015, also known as a street fitting, street 90, spigot 90. Okay, then we have 410. 410 is also a street fitting, but it's pipe thread. So you've got male pipe thread by slip socket. That's a 410-015. Next one, it's also a street fitting, but it's male pipe thread by female pipe thread. So that's a 412-015. All right. Now we have a side outlet 90. It's still a 90, but it has a side outlet to it. That's a 413-015. There's also another side outlet. This one's slip, 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 meaning pipe goes into all three sides. But there's also one, a 414, which is slip, slip, thread. This is also a 413-015. There's an F on the end because it's a furniture grade fitting. Still slip socket all the way around, but it's furniture grade fitting. Now you have a 45. This is a 417-015. It's slip socket by slip socket. Pipe glues into it. Now you have a 427-015. 427, it's another street fitting, same size as pipe. So it's spigot by slip. That's a 427-015. Now you have a 416. 416 is a 22-degree fitting. It's slip by slip, and it's a 22-degree angle. Okay. Now you have a 442. It's also a 22-degree fitting, but it's another street fitting. So it's still 22 degrees, and you got slip by spigot. Now you got a 411-015. It's 11-degree fitting. I'll hold up 22 to see if you can tell the difference. Let's see, how do I do this? Probably not that way. I'll just do it this way, see if you can tell the difference. Okay, so it's slip by slip, 11 degrees, 411-015. Now there's no street version of the 411-015. I don't know why, they just don't make it. Not enough demand for it. Okay, now a couple of weird fittings. This is a spigot by spigot. Now it's a little bit bigger because it's a 2-inch. That don't offer this particular fitting in 1.5 inches, but it's a 411-2200, and it's the same size as 2-inch pipe. So this would go into a couple of 2-inch fittings, which I don't have any here on the table, but this would be 2-inch into a 2-inch fitting and into a 2-inch fitting. Then you've got a 411-5550. Remember, I told you those numbers, they're usually pretty good, but they're not always perfect because this is a 411 and this is a 411, two different fittings. But it's because it comes from two different manufacturers. They don't share part numbers. So this is a 411-5550. It is a spigot by spigot. In other words, a 90 degree will go in here, another fitting will go in here. I know that's a crazy configuration, but the idea is that it saves you space. If you're in a situation where you don't have enough room, you can use a spigot by spigot. Then we've got sweep 90s. Okay, this is a 406-015S. It's slip by slip, but you can tell it's got a much more gradual curve to it. Okay, they also offer this in a street fitting, but I'm not going to give you the part numbers because they don't make any sense. You'll go to the website and you'll look it up because they come from many different manufacturers and there's lots of different part numbers. So all I'm going to do is confuse you if I give you the part numbers for these. But you can see that this is a slip by slip, this is a slip by spigot. Okay, so that's elbows, and we have from 90 degree all the way to 11 degree, and pretty much covers everything that is made in an elbow. Nope, we went through that one. Okay, sorry, thought there was another one. This has been Eric at FlexPVC.com. Thank you for watching.